right, what is up? We are back again with another let's take our shirts off and talk about. I'm gonna give some time for some people to get into the live stream before I start really talking about the topic. But the topic today is gonna be on dealing with pain and depression. I actually got a few messages from a few different people, but one person in particular on Instagram. By the way, if you haven't started following me on Instagram yet, go follow me at Bulldog Mindset. You can find me there. In fact, what am I using? I'm using the live stream say. Oh, that's interesting. I just realized something. I've been recording a lot of YouTube videos with the live stream setting. That's not good. That means that I've been recording YouTube videos with this mic. Oh, my editor is going to be so pissed off. Oh, well. Hey, what's up? Looks like Draw Technic is here. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Abby. Good to see ya. Hat is here. What's up, dude? Aftab. My depression has been gone now. Good. Hey, that's good. Abby says flex for me. That'll cure my depression. All right. Well, here you go. Get your depression cured there. So anyway, I'm gonna wait for some people to show up here, but I got some questions, especially from one particular person on Instagram that was asking me about depression, especially teenage depression. I know this is a big problem, and I know a lot of you guys and gals that watch this channel are kind of young, and especially young men have a problem with depression. It's the highest suicide rate. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit, just about the topic, and I've done some videos on actually suicide. So, so you guys can check that out. Just search on the channel. But I'm not gonna gear this towards suicide itself. But I'm gonna talk a little bit more about just depression and dealing with pain, and we'll see where it goes. I'll also open it up for some questions and then that. So let me see. Who's this? Amoral Awful Man says, I am in better shape than you, John. Maybe you are. I doubt that you can probably run as far and as fast as me or hit as hard. But hey, maybe you are. I don't know. So, Kevin, or actually, you know what? Omlin picks or STFU, as they say. Gotta prove it. So, let's see. Anthony says, I've been dealing with a lot of wrist pain and shoulder pain from software development, working on computers for 10 plus hours a day. Well, yeah, that's going to happen for sure. Nothing weird about watching a half-naked guy while in a full sauna at 24-hour fitness, says Jamie. All right, well, hey, that's nothing weird about that at all. I do it all the time myself, so. All right, so anyway, it looks like we've got enough people in here. I'm trying to see. I'm restreaming this on Facebook and stuff. So, okay, cool. It looks like I can see all the chat messages here on this restream. I'm trying to figure this all out. So, let me see. I'll answer a couple of questions here before I get into the topic. OOP says, John, do you mind marathon training on a treadmill? I actually hate it. I hate marathon training on a treadmill, but I have had to do it at times for sure. So that kind of sucks. The times when I've had to do marathon training on treadmill has mostly been when I've been in Vegas. Like usually I can find somewhere to run outside, but in Vegas I can't. So I've had to do like 20-mile runs on treadmill, 18-mile runs on treadmill in Vegas. Sometimes hungover, unfortunately. Not very much fun, but hey, you got to do the workout. You got to fucking do the workout. That's how I do it. So Robert wants a shout out. Robert, I'll give you a shout out. What's up, man? So he said, I love this channel so much. Well, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Discover Ignite. What's up, man? And Arami. All right, guys. So I'm going to talk about this a little bit, and I'm going to open up for kind of some questions and Q&A like I usually do. I'm not going to stay on this live stream super long. I need pop in the shower. I already ran my 5 miles this morning, and then I just finished kickboxing class. And that's why, for some of you are wondering, how did this whole thing of let's take our shirts off and talk about doing live streams with my shirt off start. It basically started for me just saying one day after kickboxing, when I was getting ready to jump in the shower, taking my shirt off and saying, I should do a live stream. And there we go. So that's how it started. So yeah, so like I said, for those of you that are just joining, I got a question from someone who's really was really just fighting with depression and pain, asking about as a teenager how to deal with pain and depression and whatnot. And here's really, here's what I would say about this. Honestly, the best advice that I can give you is that, and here's the thing. Again, this is going to sound like a little bit harsh, like a little bit of harsh advice, and it is to some degree, but it's the reality of the situation. Is what's wrong with pain, right? I think a lot of our problem in life, right, that would just that a lot of people suffer from, okay, is that they believe that their life should be painless, that they shouldn't be depressed, and they shouldn't have pain. Me as a person, I live in constant pain. My feet fucking hurt bad, okay? My ass fucking hurts from doing lunges. My glutes are just, ow. They're just in pain, okay? I'm kicking my own fucking ass. When I'm running, every single day, doing 3 to 4 hour workouts every single day in the gym, lifting weights, it's pain. Going to kickboxing class, kicking that fucking bag, right? Getting hit, it's pain. Okay, not eating. I'm hungry right now, right? I'm not gonna eat. I'm fasting today, all right? But it's pain, okay? Working hard, just at work, just doing the work that I'm doing and getting those pomodoros done every day. It's pain, okay? So there's nothing wrong with pain. Pain is okay. It's okay to have pain in your life. In fact, pain is a good thing. I did this video a while back. I don't remember, I posted on Instagram too, this idea that pain is your friend, because pain lets you know more than anything else that you're alive. And that in life, we want to have the full spectrum of things. We don't want to just have, one part of life, just black and white, right? If you're going to have the full color, the full rainbow of life, pain is part of that as well, right? Otherwise, we're just going to live this black and white, right? I've talked about this, a few times. I think on the last stream I talked about this a little bit, so I'm not going to go too far into that. But that's the number one thing that I would say is and here's the thing, you guys need to understand, if you have pain, right? And in fact, what's it? Katinka 6413 just said, it depends on the pain. I have chronic pain in my bladder. This is not comparable to the pain which you have to succeed with something like a workout. Completely untrue. I have chronic pain in my fucking feet. We all have chronic pain. Chronic pain is the example that I was actually gave to this kid that had asked me this, and I said, you know what? If you have chronic pain, you just have to deal with it, right? Right? If you have chronic pain, you're going to have to figure out a way to deal with it. And a lot of people deal with chronic pain, right? They don't have another option, right? I know people that have lost a limb, okay, and they have phantom pain in their limb, right? It's a permanent type of condition, right? They're always in this kind of pain. And so what they do is they do one of two things. One is that they let that take them down. And they let that pain, they dwell on the pain. They want the pain to go away. They go to the doctors. They try to do everything they can to get rid of the pain, okay? The second way that they handle that, the other group of people, is that they say, I'm just going to fucking deal with the pain. I just know that the pain's there. I don't have any expectation for the pain to go away. I just have this low-grade pain for my whole life, and I'm still going to live my life, right? And that's the thing. It's you have to understand that you have to embrace pain in life. That there's nothing wrong with having pain, okay? It's when you're dwelling on this idea of trying to get rid of the pain and the suffering in life that you experience it more, right? What is that whole saying, right? If what you resist persists, okay? You want to get rid of something, stop resisting it. Allow it to be. Allow the pain to be. Just be comfortable with the pain, right? My life changed for the better when I started becoming comfortable with pain, when I didn't try to avoid pain in my life anymore, when I allowed the pain to be there and I was okay with it, and I was okay with feeling pain. It's just another feeling, just like anything else, right? We just happen to associate negativity with it, right? Again, I'm not saying that you should want to be in pain all the time, but what I'm saying is that when you're in pain, and depression is a form of pain, okay, when you feel that kind of pain, don't assume that there's something wrong. There's not something wrong all the time just because you have pain. It is a condition which you can live in. And again, like I said, why am I telling you this, right? Because if you have this expectation that your life should be painless and you're trying to fix this thing, this pain that you have, you're gonna say, oh, I can't work, I can't do this, I can't, right? Instead, if you say, you know what, I just have pain. My fucking foot hurts. Whatever it is, I have pain in my heart. I feel depressed right now. I have pain, but I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep on going with my life. Then you'll find that that pain does not become the center of your life, but you can easily make it the center of your life. And so many people do that, right? And, you know, again, I think a lot of people say, oh, you don't understand my pain. Everyone understands your fucking pain. Everyone has that pain. Everyone has had the similar experiences in life, right? Again, it might not be your exact pain, but everyone has their heart broken. Everyone has felt the pain of being unmotivated, of feeling rejected, of feeling unwanted, of feeling not good enough, of feeling unloved, of feeling an unreturned love, of feeling like there's just something wrong and they can't be happy again. Everyone has felt that. Okay, there's a difference though between the people that dwell on that and let that control and become the center of their life, and the people that say, you know what, fuck it, I feel pain, I'm gonna keep on going, I keep on walking anyway. And honestly, you know, again, that's the best way. That's the best way to deal with it. It's to have this mindset, and you can't have the Bulldog mindset if you're gonna let pain stop you. Right? Pain does not have to be the thing that stops you in your life. It never has to. So that's the key thing, you know, that I would say about that. And the big thing too, again, you know, with this whole thing, with dealing with depression and pain and a lot of this is that to realize that everything is temporary. Everything in life is temporary. Everything will eventually pass. This too shall pass is a good phrase, a good way to look at things. And so, you know, there's days for sure when I wake up and I am depressed and I just do not feel like doing anything. I don't feel motivated at all. Okay. But I get up and I do what I have to do. I have to go run. Like, I mean, I haven't missed a running workout or a gym workout in years. Like, maybe like I could count on one hand how many times that I've missed it. And I can guarantee you that there's been a ton of times where I did not feel like doing that shit, where I did not feel like doing what I needed to get done. Okay. I mean, have you seen a day go by where a YouTube video didn't come out on my channel, right? Or 2 YouTube videos a day for the most part, right? It doesn't happen. Why? Because I'm not going to let anything stop me, right? Just because I had, and again, do you think that I have gone through all this time without depression? I mean, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I've had depression. I've had, you know, problems. I've had times when I'm completely unmotivated, but I still push through it because I know that it's not going to last, and it never does, right? The only way that it lasts is if you make it the center of your life, right? The people that have the chronic pain that it takes them fucking down, those are the people that try everything to get rid of the pain. The people that accept the pain and accept that life is pain, they just move on. They just move on with their life. It doesn't mean that the pain's not there. It doesn't mean that, you know, whatever is affecting them isn't there. They just don't let that stop them. That's the difference, right? And that's a choice that you can make, right? Everyone can make that choice, right? We can't control our feelings. We can't control directly, like I talked about this, you know, if you guys have heard me talk about overcoming fear, you can't control fear. You will have fear whether you like it or not in certain situations. But what you can control is having courage. It's the same thing. Dealing with pain, dealing with depression. You can't control pain, right? You will feel pain if your body says you're going to feel pain. You will feel emotional pain if your mind says you're going to feel emotional pain. You cannot block that out. You cannot stop that from occurring. You can become tougher. You can change the occurrence of that. But in the moment, you have no direct control over that. But what do you have direct control over? Your interpretation of that pain signal and the gravity that you assigned to that pain. And if you choose to let it take you down, if you choose to say, I'm depressed, therefore I'm not going to do anything, therefore I'm not motivated, therefore I'm not going to take action, okay, then it will take you down. But if you say, you know what, it's there, it's pain, it's there, it doesn't matter, I'm depressed, it doesn't matter, it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm going to do, and you allow it to be, what you'll probably find most of the time is that it will lift. It will disappear much quicker. Okay? Again, I'll go back to that phrase of what you resist persists. Okay? So, all right, guys. So that's my little like spiel on that. But I'm going to open it up to answer some questions and whatnot about this topic. And you know, we can open up to some other topics as well. So let me see here. Let me see if you guys... Also, if you guys have any, like, if you want me to absolutely answer your question, now's probably a good time to tell you about the super chat. You can throw a couple of bucks in there or whatever, and I'll be able to see your question. It gets popped up to the top. I answer all the super chat questions. Also, if you haven't already, check out the Bulldog Mindset membership. You can click the join button down there if it's supported in your country. A bunch of people have joined already. I'm actually doing a thing right now where I'm giving you free stickers. So the first like 100 people to join the membership are going to get, I'm going to personally mail you one of these stickers. Or maybe a couple of these stickers, actually. Bulldog Mindset stickers, pretty cool. Got those made up, so that's kind of a little thing that I've been offering to kick off the membership. You'll get kind of a cool little chat thing. Some of you guys are already members in here, so you can see that you get a special badge, and you get like these kind of cool emoticons. I think you can do this like, what is it? It's like Bulldog. I don't remember. Some of you guys are members already, like do like the thumbs up. It's like B thumbs up or something. I don't know. It shows you all the like things that you can do. So anyway, you know, check that out. And like I said, if you want me to make sure I answer your question, the best way is to use the thing here. So all right, guys, let's look at some questions here and see what we got. What's up, NPC Unit 42? He says, much love from South Africa. Cool. All right. Let me see what I got here. All right. All right, let me see. Looking through here. Everyone's talking about their pain here. Hit the like button, people. Draw Technic says, cool. Don't be friends, make girlfriends. Pain in Fuel. Also, guys, you know what's a great book? Actually, I'm listening to the audio version right now. I haven't done a review on this yet. It's David Goggins' audiobook actually came out called You Can't Hurt Me. So you can check that out if it'll focus. But yeah, You Can't Hurt Me. Really good book about just like becoming stronger with pain, mentally calloused. So, all right. So let's see what you guys got for questions here. Yeah, the dog thumbs up, that works for you guys that are members already. Let me see here. Marane says, John, 21-year-old here, Bulldog Mindset for life already. Own a business, 2 sources of income, working out, nutrition on check, studying law and programming in college. I swear it's easy when you accept pain. It is. And that's the thing is like, guys, I think that's a great statement there. Is like when you just like, we spend so much of our life avoiding fucking pain. So stupid, because life becomes so much easier when you accept pain, right? Well, you know, I remember when I first signed up for Muay Thai for kickboxing class, and it's like I was avoiding the pain. I was like, oh, I hope the workout's not so hard. I hope I don't get fucking punched in the face or kicked in the head or something like that. But once I stopped caring about that, once I was like, you know what, bring on the pain, life became so much easier, right? I realized that it takes more effort and more energy to avoid pain than just to go through it. When I'm fucking running hard, my lungs are burning, and it's the greatest feeling in the world now is to feel that pain, to know that I'm alive because I'm not avoiding it. It's all about how you have framed it. And when you're like, man, it just fucking, it's so awesome to just feel that hunger from fasting. And it's so awesome to like feel that like that just like tiredness from a hard day of work, right? And you're embracing that pain. Life becomes just, it's beautiful. You can't wait to wake up in the morning and just fucking hit it hard, right? And I'm telling you this from being someone who's been on the other side of that, who's tried to avoid pain. It's so much better way. Kevlin says, I really like your book on overcoming laziness. Thank you. You guys can check that out. It's in the cards, by the way, here. Trying to make sure I haven't missed any of you guys that have done like super chat here. All right, let me see what we got here. Kevin Cho says fasting is pain. Yeah, I think so. I mean, fasting is pain for sure. It's pain, but it makes you tough. I mean, I think there's very few things in life that makes you tougher than fasting, especially fasting and working out at the same time. It really makes it so. I mean, if you can fucking fast, if you don't have to eat, you can deal with a lot more shit in life. Like the kind of shit that, like emotional shit that people come up with, that like the people cry about, like all this kind of bullshit. I'm like, fuck. You don't know what it's like to not fucking eat. Like, come on, give me a fucking break. Someone hurt your feelings? Yeah, fuck. But that's the truth. This is why doing things like this will make you tougher. Let's see. Robert wants to know, are we shirts off today from Facebook? Yes, we are. We're shirts off today. So we're taking our shirts off and talking about shit. That's how we do it. Let's see. John, do you have audiobooks? Yes, I have audiobooks on all of my books are audiobooks. Okay, so here's a good one. Marcin says, hi, John, how to get to work despite feeling depressed. Okay, and this is kind of what I was talking about. This is really, what do you mean how to get to work when you're feeling depressed? You just fucking do it, right? This is why you have to learn how to work without motivation. Okay, I would say that probably a good 60 to 70% of the work that I do is without motivation. It's the same thing as being depressed. When you don't have motivation, okay, depression equals no hope for the future equals no motivation. They're all pretty much the same fucking feeling, right? We're not as complex as we think. We have very few base emotions, okay? And depression is the same thing as hopelessness, which is the same thing as lacking motivation, right? It's a simple way to equate this. So what you need to do is you need to learn the skill of working without motivation. You need to realize that, again, like I said, equate pain and depression here, right? If you feel depressed, how can you work? You just choose to do it. You just sit down and start working. In fact, here's the thing you have to understand. I don't want to say this so much is because I don't want you to think that it's just going to be an automatic cure, and thinking of it as a cure is going to fuck you up and make it not a cure. But a lot of times what you're going to find is when you're depressed, okay, and so you're not motivated and you don't want to work. And I'm talking about this from direct personal experience here, guys, okay? Because I know this, because I've programmed myself to actually implement this, even though I don't feel it at the time, okay? When you're depressed, you're not motivated, you don't feel like working. You know what the best cure is a lot of times is to fucking put in some really hard work. Because when you start working, you start typing, you start busting ass, whatever it is, right? Whether it be a mental workout, like doing work, writing a book, getting work done at your job, writing code, whatever it is, or a physical workout, you become distracted and you become absorbed into it. You can actually get into the flow or get into the zone. And when you do that, it actually releases endorphins in your body and makes you feel good. Okay, so plus it distracts you. Like the biggest reason why pain and depression takes you down, like I said at the beginning of this live stream, is because you let it. Is because you give it your attention and you make it the center of your life and you try to get rid of it. When it's there, but you're not paying attention to it, like right now, okay? I could just give you a quick example. My feet are fucking, they're damaged. They fucking hurt from running, 50, 60 miles a week, doing kickboxing 3 times a week, and all the kind of shit pounding that I put on my feet. They're in like pretty much constant pain. As I've been standing here talking to you guys on this channel, standing on my feet, I don't feel any of that pain. Okay, it's there. Like if I want to feel it right now, I can bring my consciousness to my feet and I can feel that they're in pretty good pain. Okay, I'm missing a fucking toenail on one foot. Like there's pain, all right? But I don't feel it when I'm absorbed in what I'm doing, in the action that I'm taking. And that's secure. That's the thing you have to understand. Is like if you're waiting, if you're like, and this is why some of you are so fucking weak. And I don't mean to insult you, but you want to develop the bulldog mindset, you want to become a fucking bulldog, you have to understand this, okay? You're weak because you feel like you have to feel right and ready and good to take action, okay? And what happens is this. You're living your life, you're feeling good, you're kicking ass. You say to yourself, I'm a fucking bulldog, right? And you mean it. And to everyone around you, you look like a fucking bulldog. You're working out, you're lifting weights, you're eating right, okay? You're starting a side business, you're working hard at your job, at school, at whatever it is, okay? You're overcoming your fears. But guess what happens on the bad day? The day that you wake up and you don't feel motivated. When something takes you down, or even just the medium kind of blah day, you don't go to the gym. You make a fucking excuse. You say, I'll do it tomorrow. You eat the fucking piece of chocolate cake. Okay? You give up. You don't put in your effort. And that takes you backwards. Okay? And so the thing is, like, you have to develop the ability to say, it doesn't matter what the fuck my environment is. It doesn't matter what my external environment is. It doesn't matter what my fucking internal environment is. It doesn't matter how I fucking feel. Nobody gives a fuck about how you feel, and I don't give a fuck about how I feel. I'm just gonna fucking do it anyway. And when you develop that mindset, that is the true bulldog mindset. Nothing fucking stops you. They're like, people watch you and they're like, fuck, I don't understand how this guy keeps on going. I don't understand how he pushes through. When the shit is hitting the fan, he's just cool and calm and collected and normal and acting like nothing is fucking happening and just continuing. And that's when you hit it every day. Okay, that's the consistency and commitment that you need, because most people do this. They're soaring through life when it's good, and when it's fucked up, when they're depressed, when they're unmotivated, they go backwards. They go down like a fucking plane and crash into the ground, and they do more backwards damage, more destruction than they do make forward progress. And so they stagnate. They the fuck nate. Okay? They stay where they are, or they slowly slip backwards, or they make very little forward progress. The people who make the biggest forward progress with their lives, who are true fucking bulldogs, okay, are the people who don't get taken down, or when they do, they get right the fuck back up. Okay, that's the thing. That's the mindset that you need to cultivate, is to say, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm depressed today. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm in pain today. Doesn't fucking matter. My arm is on fucking fire. Doesn't fucking matter. Type. Work out. Do. Right? That's the thing. That's what's going to carry you further than anything else, because everyone can do great when they're feeling good. It's the real fucking bulldog. It's the real fucking, hero that can do it no matter what. And that's the difference. That's the key difference. All right, I'm going to take a look at some of the comments here. Let's see here. I've got some interesting comments here. Let me see what we got here. I'm making sure that we don't have any of the. It's hard to look at multiple chats here, but hopefully you guys are you guys liking this? Is this making sense? Give me some thumbs up and some hell yeahs in the fucking chat if this is good, if you're getting some value here. Let me see here. So let's see. NPC Unit says your videos have made a real huge impact on my life. Thank you. Here's an interesting one. Discover Ignite says you're gonna try to do an ultra, John. So Not yet. My goal right now is next year to qualify for the Boston Marathon. So I'm going to be shooting for the next marathon. I'm going to try a 3.5 hour time, and then from there I need to bring it down to 3:05, which I'm going to plan on doing next year. So after that, I might do some ultras. I've got no problem doing an ultra though. Should be pretty easy, considering. Let's see. Kevin Cho says I bought your $99 special. Cool. Tony says fasting gives six pack. It unfortunately it's like the only way to get a six pack, I think. So let's see. Wesley Goris says how long do you recommend fasting? 24 hours or 48 hours? I fast every single day, 23 hours. Sometimes I do 48-hour fast. I recommend like to drop in one 48-hour fast per week if you can. I think that's beneficial for most people for a lot of reasons. I'm not going to go like too much into that here, but I saw some questions that related to what we're talking about here. Let me see. I'm not even going to touch this one. Arcane Lore says, how do you go through cancer? I can't answer that, honestly, because I haven't gone through that. I mean, I could give you some advice based on what I just said in the previous, but I'm not going to touch it because I don't know what it's like, right? I feel like I would be disrespecting some people that have gone through it if I try to address that, really. So Tony says something interesting here. He says social media equals depression. How many of you guys agree that social media equals depression? Just give me like a thumbs up in the channel or a yes if you agree that social media equals depression. I know a lot of you can probably relate to that. I'm just curious to see how many of you say that. So let me see what we got here. So while I'm waiting for some of those to come in here, I think social media does equal depression, right? For a couple of reasons. So here's one thing that's interesting. I think that an interesting experiment for you guys to try, next time you get a chance is go ahead, like try starting your day two different ways. Okay, try going on starting your day and scrolling through social media, your Facebook, right, and everything, and then do your work, okay, and then try a second way of starting your day of not doing any social media the whole day and see what the difference is. Because here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is that when you look through your Facebook feed, especially with all the politically charged type of things that we've got going on in social media today, and even just regular news, the shit that pisses you off emotionally, right? It has a toll on you, right? It causes you to become fatigued. It causes an emotional fatigue, which translates into a real fatigue in life. So you could browse Facebook for an hour in the morning and get emotionally agitated and pissed off and become drained as if you had been doing like 3 or 4 hours worth of work, and you're going to start your day already drained. So social media is definitely bad for us in general, right? When we consume that kind of content, that's why like I don't pay attention to my fucking Facebook feed. Fuck that, right? I watch YouTube videos from the YouTubers that I want to watch YouTube from, right, and the people that I follow on Instagram that have messages of positivity, right? So I can turn that into a good as much as possible. But in general, when we just get the fire hose of people, we get a lot of negativity and we get a lot of emotional disturbance, which is it will make us depressed. It will make us feel fatigued. It'll make us feel tired, right? It'll make us feel depressed. Like, don't waste your energy and your emotion, right? I think a lot of people don't realize how much emotional energy is important, so don't waste that. All right, let me see what we got here. So hard to read some of these questions. Does he even have pants? That's a good question. Do I even have pants? I don't know. That's going to remain a question. Let's see. Oliver says, anyway, I just bought Soft Skills book. Man, really good. Cool, thanks. Appreciate that. And guys, remember, we got the membership here. I'm going to be sending out stickers. There's not too many slots left, so join up if you want to get one of the stickers. Because I'm not going to be mailing out stickers to every member forever, right? It's only going to be for this first 100. So, all right, what do we got here? Lots of just catching up on the chat here. John, share with us the Bulldog mindset map, the one next to you. Oh no, I can't share you that. No, I did in the last one. I showed you the mind map. If you look at my last live stream, you'll see that. Let me see what I got here. All right, guys. Let me see some questions. Honest Graduate says, I unfollow people who spread politics. Focus only on business and software development. That's good. That's good. I agree with that. I think that's good. Do you use oblique cables? I don't even know what those are, but no. Anthony says that soft skills book changed my life. That's awesome, Anthony. I'm glad that it did. Social media with no friends equals depression. I don't know, man. I don't know. James wants to know, what is your height and weight? I'm 6'3" and I'm 220 pounds. Mo Plastic says, John, you need to do more IRL in real life. It is more interesting seeing you live than the edited version. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, you see a lot. I wish I had a videographer to go around with me. Maybe I should hire one. But, I mean, you see a lot of, honestly, like, I don't have, in fact, if you look at my YouTube videos, they're not really edited. Like, it's just my honest, opinion. If you actually, if you want to see more of my in real life, take a look at Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Bulldog Mindset on Instagram. I do a lot of stories on there. I've been liking the stories. So, let me see here. Helen says, what is your typical meal in your OMAD? How many calories does it contain approximately? So I want to put together a video on this. So let me give you some of the typical meals that I'll do for my OMAD one meal a day. One of them is just to go to Chipotle and get a bowl, and if I'm doing low carb, there'll be no rice. And I'll do usually double or triple meat, like chicken in there, and no cheese, and what else do I put? No sour cream or any of that shit. Basically just, rice and beans and meat and salsa on there. That's it. So there's a meal right there. And I might have something else on the side with that, but that's, a typical kind of smallish meal. Trying to think, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday was kind of almost like cheat meal day, but not really. But I did a giant sub at Jersey Mike's, so I'll do that on occasion. But mostly I'm eating at Freshie, Chipotle, or I'm just cooking up. The other night I was doing low carb, so I cooked up a Kobe steak. And what else did I have with that? I had some eggs with a lot of egg whites in there, and spinach, and I'm trying to think. I think that was pretty much it. So yeah, so that was basically a super low carb. Oh, and some broccolini with that. So I'll usually just take some lean meats on days when I'm carving up, and rice. I don't measure anything out, so most of the times you're looking at maybe 2,500, 3,000 calorie meal. So that's it. Yeah, Abby says, I didn't realize how tall you are. Yeah, I know. Most on video it's hard to tell, but if you see a lot of people that they see me in person and they're like, damn, dude, you're way bigger than what you look like. You're bigger than a lot of those other YouTubers that are in the fitness space, and you don't realize it until in person because I'm 6'3". So on video, it's cropped and you don't see that. So let's see. All right, Cammy wants to know, or let me see. Cammy wants to know, how often you lift per week? How long are your sessions usually? So, I only lift 3 times a week, okay? My sessions are about 2 hours. They're about an hour and a half to 2 hours, okay? I did a video on this on, someone said, oh, you can't lift with intensity for 2 hours. Bull fucking shit, okay? I can do things with intensity for 4 fucking hours, all right? Trust me, I lift with intensity I give it my all every single fucking time. I don't leave anything on the fucking ground, okay? Nothing, there's nothing left. So I do 2 hours, typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I switch my routine. What my routine right now is upper body on Monday and Friday and lower body on Wednesday. Sometimes I'll switch up my routine where I'm actually doing full body on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But right now with all my marathon training, I don't want to hit lower body too much. So that's it. So let me see. Some really weird questions here. What do you do when you get... The Google results are all purple. I don't know what that means, but your number one stalker says, "Oh, we have a shirtless guy here. Call the police." Yes, call the police. I've been bad. Why are we here? I don't know why we're here, Roma. You tell me. Why are we here? Why are we here? We're here to fucking live up to our potential. That's my answer. Neil from Facebook says, I need a daily morning video from you, John, saying, let's fucking get after it. Well, you can make a video. Take a bunch of my clips, put them together, and I'll give you credit, Neil. Just like compile like a fucking motivational video from my stuff. I'll give you credit for it. In fact, I might even pay you if it's good enough. Let's see. Abby says, I'm 5'11" tall people rock. I agree. Algo wants to know, do you bench, bro? Yes, I bench. I don't bench that much, though. I used to bench like 405. Then I tore this pec, and you guys can see, want to see something kind of nasty here? So check this out, right? This side, it's fine, right? Upper pec is there. This side, look at that tendon. Upper pec is torn off. So I tore my upper pec about, I guess it's like 8, maybe 9 years ago. It might even be more now. And before then, I was benching like 405, just was the biggest guy in the gym. After that, lost my identity. Actually spiraled into depression. Lost my identity completely. Could not lift. The doctor told me that I would never bench again. And now I'm back, I'm not benching a lot. I'm benching like, 225 for maybe like 5 or 6 reps. It depends on what my weight is. If I let my weight go up a little bit, eat some more calories, don't have the 6-pack abs, then, I can get up to like, around 300 bench for a 1 rep max. But right now, typically, my 1 rep max is somewhere around like 265, 270, and I'll bench around that. So not a huge bench. So, but that's what I've got. That's what I got to deal with. So I feel like I can still build a pretty damn good physique without being able to bench a ridiculous amount. So plus I'm not going to get injured as likely. So all right, what else we got here? Do you do any mobility work? No, I don't. I should. I want to. Not really. Like I want to be able to do an ass to grass squat. That's one of my goals for this year. I've actually got it written down here, so I need to work on that. All right. Algo wants to know what the purpose of life is. The purpose of life is to be a badass motherfucker. All right? That's the purpose of life, is to be a fucking bulldog. What else is the purpose of life? It's to fucking attack life. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Like the purpose of life is to become the best, to maximize your potential as much as possible. In fact, it's not just me saying this. This is actually the truth. This isn't just some bullshit that I'm giving you. Life itself, survival of the fittest, life is on a constant mission of evolution to become fucking better. Think about it. All of life is this, right? From the very beginning of time, what has life tried to do? It's tried to become better, to evolve, to adapt to the situation, to become a better predator, to become better at consuming energy, right? To destroy, to become the ultimate form, right? That's what life itself is doing, and that's what you should do. That's the purpose of life, is become better, right? And along with that, I would say, to take it back to a philosophical nature, is that to bring other people along the way, right? To help other people along the way, to figure out the fucking path, to go down that path, and to take as many people with you. I think that's the purpose of life. Let me see. John Wilson, what did you do to that guy who helped cause you to tear your pec? I didn't do anything. It was my fault. Because even though he was a fucking idiot and he spotted me wrong and he fucked up my pec for life, I let him. I could have said no. I could have said, get away, do not fucking spot me. But I let him. So my choice, my responsibility. Everything that happens in my life, by the way, is my fucking fault. It's my choice, my response, my life. No one else's life. Okay? A lot of people, you want to live your life and you want to say, oh, it's not my fucking fault, someone else did this to me. Fucking bullshit. It's your life. You have to deal with it, so you might as well just accept responsibility for it. Fuck. There's no point in blaming anyone else. There's no point in being mad at anyone else. There's no point in saying that it's someone else's fault. It's your fucking fault. You're fat because of you. Okay? You're whatever it is because of you. You didn't make as much money because of you. Right? It doesn't have anything to do with your fucking parents. It doesn't have anything to do with your environment. It has everything to do with you. That's the only way to live your life. That's the only way that is going to make any fucking difference. Any other choice that you make, any other way of looking at it, of looking at your life, it's just a fucking waste. It's not going to help you. Kevin wants to know, John, can you talk about how to develop mental toughness? So, developing mental toughness, real simple, okay? I mean, there's a lot of angles. I've talked about this. If you search mental toughness on my channel, you'll see it. But let me give you one surefire way, since we're talking about dealing with pain and depression, is to bring fucking pain upon yourself. You want to become mentally tough, okay? Again, David Goggins talks about this in his book, okay? Go check out his new book. But if you want to become mentally tough, bring pain upon yourself. The pain that is thrust upon you, that doesn't count, because you have to, like, when you get some shit that gets served to you, you don't get any credit for going through that shit, because you have to. Because what is your other choice? Is to fucking die? Like, you either die or you survive, right? You don't get credit for that. But when you actually bring pain upon yourself, when you actually, commit to doing that fucking hard workout, to running that marathon, to putting in those hours and that work, or going down that path of improvement that's going to cost you, that's going to cause you lots of pain, then you get credit. Then you become mentally tough, right? It's one thing, to accidentally be burned. It's another thing to stick your hand in the fucking fire, okay? Getting burned accidentally does not make you mentally tough. Sticking your hand in the fucking fire makes you mentally tough. Okay? I think you guys can get the analogy here, right? I'm not suggesting you stick your hand into an actual fire, but I think you can get what I'm saying here. All right. Let's see. Do marathons make you lose gains? Cody wants to know. I don't know, Cody. What do you think? Am I losing my gains? Marathons don't make you, like, people in the fitness industry are so fucking stupid. Like, there's so much bad information here because they read a bunch of fucking studies and then they parrot to you what the studies say. Bull fucking shit. Okay, tell me that excessive cardio causes you to lose muscle. Tell me that. Okay, when I'm fucking running 50 miles a week and fasting every single day, okay, tell me that fucking cardio makes you lose your gains. I haven't lost my gains. I've got more gains than I've ever had. Fuck that. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, but people want to say that because they don't want to fucking do cardio, because they want to run marathons. Because a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of fitness guys, they want to say, oh, I don't do cardio, right? Because they don't have the fucking mental toughness to do cardio. Bullshit. As long as you lift heavy, like if you run marathons, okay, if you run a lot and you don't eat, like I don't eat, right? But you don't lift heavy, you will lose gains, okay? You will lose muscle. But if you lift heavy, you're going to keep muscle. Your body is going to adapt to whatever stimulus you put it under, okay? All right. Thanks, Scott. Anthony says that's the best answer I've ever heard to that question. I'm going to say was the purpose of life is probably the question he's talking about here. So, all right, guys. Wow, lots of comments trying to catch up here. Let me see. I'm checking here to see if any of you guys have done like a super chat. Oh, there is a super chat here from Draw Technic. Thank you. He's given me £5. Those are pounds are good. Pounds are more expensive than dollars. He says here, can we get a video or advice on confronting people in heated situations? I get an adrenaline rush, and sometimes it's hard to calm. That turns into rage. This is a great question, Draw Technic. So here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing about this, I'll tell you, is that you have to practice. I tell people this all the time, and they get pissed off sometimes when I say it, is being calm like a cucumber, okay? There's a difference between reacting and responding, okay? A really good book, all right, on this is actually, it's called Man's Search for Meaning. It's by Viktor Frankl. I talked about this on the last live stream too, because it's such a good book. But he was a Holocaust survivor, and he went through the Holocaust. And the whole point of the book is essentially this, is that he determined that there was a space between what happened to him, okay, and his reaction to that. And in that space, he could decide to interpret whatever events or things happened in whatever way that he wanted, right? So this is the difference between reacting in responding. When someone does something to you and you feel some pain, you get aggravated, right? You get pissed off, okay? You're in a heated situation. You can react, okay? Or you can pause and you can respond. And I'll give you a few different tips on this, okay? Because this used to be me. I'm going to give you a story first of all. I used to get pissed off in traffic. Okay, so when I would sit in traffic, I would get pissed off, like most people, right? Someone would cut me off, or I'm sitting in traffic. Okay, and then what ended up happening was one day I realized the stupidity of this. I realized that I asked myself this question: who am I angry at specifically, right? Like no one's directly doing this to me. I'm angry at fucking cars. I'm angry because I'm losing time. Like it makes no fucking sense, and it makes no difference if I'm angry or not. It doesn't change the situation. So I started laughing at myself and pointing it out whenever I would get angry about something stupid, like sitting in traffic that I had no control over. I would laugh at myself and I would laugh, okay? And I would basically, I inserted this little hook into my programming, into my brain to say, when you realize that you're getting angry in traffic, stop. It's stupid. Laugh about it because it's dumb. And what ended up happening was I trained myself. Now, when I am in traffic, literally, I will get angry sometimes for a brief second, and I'll instantly realize how stupid that is, and I'll stop. Okay? So I've programmed myself to take that pause, to take that trigger. Now, there's a couple of other ways to approach this. Okay? One thing is to realize this. What is the source of anger? Again, I've got a YouTube video on my channel. Just search for anger. I believe if you do the search. By the way, you guys, I've got like 2,500 videos on the channel. Pretty much any topic that you can think of is search in the search box. If you don't find it, right, learn how to use the search box for the channel. Honestly, it's like on the front page, and there's a little magnifying glass. It's kind of hard to find. I'm not saying this because I think you guys are idiots or anything like that. It's just hard to find, but it's a useful resource. Anyway, if you search on that, if you don't find it, email me, john@bulldogmindset.com, and I'll probably make a video on it. But as far as anger, okay, I'll recap a little bit of what's in that video, which is this: is what causes anger. Do you guys know what causes anger? In fact, throw it in the chat if you think you know what is the cause of anger, because there's only one cause of anger. Some of you have seen the video, you know what I'm talking about here, but throw it in the chat if you know what the cause of anger is. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to respond here, and then I'll tell you what the cause of anger is. I hate that there's a delay here in the video in the chat. I wish it was just like instant, but let me see what you guys got here. I should start seeing the answers coming in pretty soon. Here we go. Frustration is what Algo says. Overwhelmed anger, which is caused by life demands that are too much for an individual to cope with, self-inflicted anger, which is directed towards the self. There's a real simple answer to this, of what causes anger. There we go. Zero watches every single fucking video. I appreciate you, man. Zero says expectations does not equal reality. That is absolutely 100% correct. If you trace your anger back to the source every single time, okay, the only thing that really causes anger in life, it can always be traced back to one simple thing. Expectations does not equal reality. It does not meet reality. Okay, this is the truth of this, right? I want you to think about this. Every time you've ever felt angry in your life, okay, it's always been because you've had an expectation that did not meet your reality. So here's how you deal with people. Okay, I used to get angry all the time. I used to fly off on the. I mean, I'm a pretty calm guy, right? Like, if you see me angry, it's probably the last thing you fucking see in your life, right? Very few people have seen me really fucking flip out and being enraged. But I used to get angry, like moderately angry, okay? Here's the thing. I don't get angry anymore. Very rarely. Like, it would take so much to make me angry, and here's why. My expectations of people, okay? I have no expectations on people. I do not expect people to be loyal. I don't expect them to be courteous. I don't expect them to return a favor. I don't expect them to not cheat me. I don't expect them to not punch me in the face. I have no expectations. Every single person is a fucking wild card to me. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not good at reading people, okay? And that I don't have some guesses, but I don't have any expectations on anyone. And I don't allow people to put expectations on me. That's a whole different story. But I don't have expectations. So nobody can disappoint me because I literally don't give a fuck. Because I don't have an expectation on that person. I let that person be whatever they are. And there's a lot of reasons for this. And you have to really develop and mold your psychology to believe this to be true. But I'll tell you, here's one of the things. As fucked up as people are, you and we're just as fucked up. We're just as capable as the fucked up shit. We've been there. We've done the crime. We've done the bad thing. We've had the bad thought, okay? If we're in their situation, this is a good thing from How to Win Friends and Influence People, also really good book by Dale Carnegie, is he says in this book that if you were them and you had their environment and you had their history, you would probably act exactly the same way they would. In fact, he doesn't say probably, he says you would. And that's true. And when you understand that about people, right? Again, right? It's like that if that person, the reason why they're acting that way, right, is because of what they know in their mind and the experiences that they've had, okay? And they're upgrading all of these things that have made them their worldview. And that's why they're acting. So you can't really fault them. Okay, I mean, again, it doesn't mean that people aren't responsible for their actions. We're responsible 100% for our actions. But at the same time, you have to realize if you were in their exact situation, you would behave exactly the same way. So that could be you. And so that when you think of things that way, there's no reason you should put expectations on anyone. You should not put expectations on people. And when you don't have expectations on people, they're not going to piss you off. Okay, you're going to be able to be calm in a situation where other people are getting upset because you don't have that fucking expectation. Just like me sitting in traffic, other people are honking their horns, they're getting angry, they're agitated, they're like, I got to be somewhere, I'm going to be fucking late. I know that me being angry doesn't change anything. I don't have any expectation that traffic is going to go the way that I want it. Anything can happen. I allow anything that happens in reality to be. It's about, again, it's accepting reality. If you accept reality, guess what? That means, like, I just talked about not having expectations on people. But if you accept reality, okay, fully, you don't have expectations on anything. Whatever happens, that's the way it was supposed to fucking happen. I'm not going to reject, like, the reason why you get frustrated, okay, the reason why you get angry is because expectations do not meet reality. The reason why you get frustrated, very much a similar thing, is because you refuse to accept reality. Okay? If you want to not be angry anymore, release your expectations. If you want to not be frustrated anymore, accept reality. Stop rejecting reality. Whatever happens, whatever is great. It's wonderful. It's how it's meant to be. I accept it. I embrace it fully. I don't have anger. I don't have frustration. Everything is great. Everything is how it's supposed to be. All is right in the world, and it is, because the laws of nature and the events that have unfolded in the universe have created the situation that we're in at any given time, and the choices that we've made, and it couldn't have happened another way. That's one way of thinking of it, right? These kind of thoughts are going to serve you, and you'll find that you're going to be able to deal with situations when you have this, and you stop putting expectations on people. And honestly, when you stop letting people put expectations on you, that's, like I said, that's a different story, but that will keep you from feeling violated and allowing yourself to be victimized, okay? But when you stop putting expectations on people, and you stop putting expectations on your environment, and you start accepting reality, oh my gosh, the level of stress in your life, like, I am one of the least stressed people in this world, even though I'm doing all kinds of crazy shit, even though I've got so much stuff depending on me, I have zero stress. Why? Because I have no expectations. Because I accept reality fully. Because I don't care what the fucking consequences are. I'm going to live my life. Okay? And if there's consequences, I accept them. It's fine. It's part of life. I don't worry about it. I don't have any worries. I don't have any stresses, because it's all gravy. It's all good. It's all fine. I'm just watching a fucking movie. All right, and the movie's gonna do whatever the movie's gonna do, right? Another way to think of this, one last piece I'll give you here, because I think this is really important, is that you think of everyone else as just automatons going about. They don't have any control over their actions, and to a large degree, this is true because 99% of people in this world are asleep. They're not woke. Okay, a lot of people like to use the word woke, but they're not woke. They don't know what the fuck that means. They just say it. They say, oh, I understand reality. Fuck, no, you don't understand reality, because if you have expectations on people and you're not accepting reality and you're getting angry and shit and you're throwing tantrums, you're missing something here. Like, you're not woke. You're asleep. Most people are sleeping. Don't fault people that are walking around sleepwalking for the actions that they're doing. They're unconscious. So don't take it personally. Don't get upset. Someone's in your fucking face. They're calling you names. They're treating you badly. They are unconscious. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They're acting like a fucking machine, an automaton. They're running their fucking program. They have no other way to act because they don't know any other way. But you can be woke. You can wake up. You can see reality. You can accept reality and be different. You have that option. You have that choice, right? So be that person. There's my answer. All right, guys. Let me see. I'm gonna probably be peeling off here pretty soon here, but and I appreciate you guys joining, and I appreciate your guys' questions here. It's been kind of a different live stream than my usual, but I'm getting my energy here. So, all right, taking a look at the chat here. Algo says, "Hey John, I would love to come over and shake your hand." Well, if you see me, guys, if you ever see me, by the way, a lot of, I always run into people like, maybe like once or twice a week. You see me running or something, maybe you can run along with me if you want, or feel free to say hi or shake my hand or something. I'm always going to talk to someone. Like I'm not an asshole. Like I will talk to you, and I do want to talk to you. So I know a lot of people have said, "Oh yeah, I saw you. I was afraid. I didn't want to interrupt you." Nah, just interrupt me. It's fine. So someone asked, like, would you get angry if your wife cheated on you? So a lot of people ask like questions like, if your girlfriend cheated on you, would you get angry? No. I expect that to happen. Like you see what I'm saying? Like you should expect that to happen, right? You shouldn't be angry. Again, do you want it to happen? No. But should you expect it to happen, right? And again, I don't mean that you should like plan that to happen. I'm just saying that like if that happens, you're okay with it because you expect that this could happen. right? That's the thing. It's like you have to take this to the highest level. Okay, you have to say that you would be okay with it, right? Again, it doesn't mean you're fucking. I want to just back up here for you guys to understand. It doesn't mean you're a fucking doormat. Okay, just because I don't have expectations on people, and I accept reality me, doesn't mean I won't fucking punch you right in your fucking face. Okay, I will do that. All right, I will defend myself. I will take aggressive action. Okay, if I need to, but I'm doing it from a frame of mind that is not reactive, it's responsive. It's a calculated choice that I'm making, not out of anger, okay? Not out of a lack of self-control, out of complete self-control, out of choosing that this is the course of action that I want to take at this time, okay? Not allowing my emotions and the environment and other people to dictate and control me, okay? Again, I'm not saying going around punching people in the face, okay? You probably have an anger problem if you're doing that, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't mean you're a fucking doormat, okay? If your girlfriend cheats on you, let's say that, okay, you shouldn't be angry about that. Because there's no need to be angry. Because being angry about that doesn't do jack shit, okay? Doesn't fucking solve the problem. You should have seen that coming, okay? You should have been okay to accept reality and have your expectations such that that does not violate your expectations of human behavior. Is it conceivable that people cheat? Yes. So why would you be angry about that? Because your expectation is that you have this one loyal girl that doesn't fucking, everyone is capable of it, okay? So you shouldn't have that expectation, but at the same time, are you a fucking doormat? No, you tell her to get the fuck out. You tell her to leave, whatever it is, or you leave, right? Or you say, I don't accept that behavior, right? It doesn't mean that you're a fucking doormat. I want you guys to understand, to make this very, very clear, right? You're less of a doormat, okay? In fact, you are more of a fucking bulldog if you act in this way. If you don't have expectations on people, if you can be calm. The scariest motherfucker I have ever seen in my life is a big fucking jack dude that doesn't get angry, but just takes action. You know, like if you've ever been in confrontation with someone, okay? And you see the guy that's like, fuck you, man, fuck you, and he's like pushing you and shit, and like getting in your face, and he's like, what you gonna fucking do about it, right? Okay, some people are intimidated by that, not me. I'm intimidated by the guy that's like totally calm. That's like, I would step back a little bit if I were you. Right, like that guy is the guy that's a lot more intimidating, a lot more scary. Why? Because that person is in fucking control. That person is not manipulated by their anger. Okay, a person who is manipulated by their anger, who is manipulated by their emotions, is a puppet. That means that I can push a button and make you fucking dance like a fucking monkey. All I have to do to make you behave in a certain way is push the right fucking button. If you're that, you're fucking weak. That makes you a doormat, okay? Being able to respond and control your emotions makes you stronger. Oliver says, I'm naked too. I'm only half naked though, Oliver, so you're more naked than I am. Oh, what do we got here? No Nut November was a success, says the final boss. That's good. You've got some strength in you. Discover Ignite says, the calmest person in the room. LOL. Alright, guys, let me see. I want to make sure it. Alright. If you guys have super chat questions, show me now. Any new members? And you guys joining the Bulldog Mindset? By the way, for members, like I said, I'm going to be doing some stickers. I'm just promoting this because I want you guys to be members. I don't know why. It'll be fun. We'll have secret member meetings. It'll be fun. I'm gonna do some kind of cool stuff for it. So, Draw Technic says, no wonder I got 29 on the Bulldog quiz. Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't, take the Bulldog quiz. By the way, it's interesting. So many people. I love how many people are honest about the Bulldog quiz. So go take that and put your score. It's gonna, for most people it's gonna be low. It's fine, but that's the whole purpose. You got a long way to go. It's good. Paul Garcia says, what's the perks of being a member? So, Paul, here's the thing. Honestly, there's the perks of being a member. If you join the member thing here on YouTube, is basically this. I'm going to have a few, like, things from time to time that I'm just going to do for members just to show my appreciation. Like, some special content, maybe a video or two from time to time. Maybe a live stream that's members only once there's enough members in there. Things like I said, like for now I'm sending you guys stickers. I'm gonna do kind of cool stuff here and there. In the chat, like for the live stream, you get like a special badge, right? And it says how long you've been a member, and you get like different badges if you've been for a longer time. And then you can also do the whole like it was like the thumbs up, the Bulldog thumbs up. You can do like the special emoticons. I don't know, someone who's a member, like do some of the special emoticons, like do the Bulldog thumbs up and face and stuff in there. I'm trying, my typing is not working so well here, but anyway, that's it. Like it's not a huge deal, like, like I said, but it's just a way of supporting the channel, just a way of like, of showing people that you are, part of the Bulldog mindset crowd. And maybe I'll do something later with that, but right now that's basically it. So nothing big. It's not like a lot of money. It's not like I make a lot of fucking money from it. It's just a way to support the channel, really. And then I give you guys some stuff for doing it, because I appreciate those of you that support the channel. So Marcin got did the thumbs up. Peter did. Thank you guys. So, and you can see their little badges by their names. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. I appreciate you guys that have joined for the membership, and I don't know. Like I said. Link for membership, it's actually like in the join button below. There should be like on the right hand side of the video, you should see like a join button, and you can join from there. So and then as far as like the link for the, like, I don't know if the cards are showing up on the live stream or not. Maybe they'll show up after the live stream. If you look at any of my videos, like just watch a video on the channel, there's like a default set of cards, and one of them will have the Bulldog Mindset quiz. And then there'll be the Stopping Lazy book. It's like 99 cents or maybe $1.99 right now. And in the audio version, actually, you should get the audio version because it's twice as long. Like the audio version of How to Stop Being Lazy is a fucking deal for you guys, because I recorded the audio version and I couldn't resist but producing like I think it's maybe like 3 times as long. Like I literally like put a ton of bonus content in there. So. And then what else is in there? I think those are the main like 2 links. And there's like if you're new here, playlist. Like I encourage you guys to watch that as well. So the score is Bulldog quiz score is out of 100. So yeah, Marcin says the button should be next to the subscribe button. So Zero says cards are visible during the live. Thanks guys, I appreciate you guys helping me out here with all this. So all right. What do we got here? I think maybe like I'm going to take like 1 or 2 questions. Marcin says the audio version was good. Thank you, Marcin. This is a good one. I think John says, you said you don't have expectations for people, but what about your employees, etc.? So again, I mean, some of this is semantics, but it's so okay. So let's take an employee. Like, do I have expectations for how the employee should behave? No. In my mind, right, even if I have someone who's employed, I don't have any expectations on them either. They might not even show up tomorrow. I've had some pretty weird shit happen, especially with people I've employed from the Philippines, where they had a fucking tsunami and they didn't have any way to contact me, and they just disappeared off the fucking radar for like a week. All right, so it didn't surprise me. Okay, I don't have expectations. All right, but that doesn't mean I don't have performance requirements, right? So I don't expect at any day, right? It's just like I said, like with your girlfriend cheating on you, right? You could have a girlfriend for 10 years and she suddenly cheats on you. It shouldn't come as a super fucking shock, okay? Because it's possible, right? At any time. The same thing with employees, right? If an employee of mine were to suddenly do something ridiculous or quit or whatever happened or start performing poorly, it wouldn't violate any expectations that I have, because I don't have expectations, but I do have performance standards. And again, it's the same exact thing, right? I have as far as dealing with people, I don't have expectations on people, but based on the certain relationships that I have with people, I have standards that I'm willing to accept and that I'm not willing to accept, right? Okay? I'm not going to judge someone for violating those standards. It's their choice. I'm not going to be angry at them, okay? But if they violate those standards, those are my boundaries, and I'm going to take certain actions based on that, right? So an employee that doesn't perform, that doesn't do the work, right, that lies on their timesheet or something like that, they're going to get terminated. They're not going to be an employee anymore. Depending on the severity, the consequences may be different, right? A romantic relationship that I'm in, I'm going to accept certain behaviors and certain things, and some things I will not. Okay, and I will react in certain ways, or actually respond in certain ways. Is probably a better way to say it. Depending on that, not my expectations, but my standards, right? I don't have expectations, but I have standards, right? I have certain things, and the difference, it seems small and minuscule, but it is huge. The difference between an expectation and a standard that you have is the expectation is something that you expect them to do, right? That you believe, right? When they don't do this, the reason why you get angry is because it violates your reality or your sense of fairness or your sense of justice in the world. Okay? A standard is just it's non-personal. It's just that this is the metric. This is the thing. Okay? And so that's the difference there. Let's see. Bobby wants me to flex. Bobby keeps on asking, so I'll give you a flex there, Bobby. How about a most muscular pose? All right, Bobby. There you go. All right. Let's see here. Maybe like one more. Marson wants to know what book I'm currently reading. I'm reading 2 books, actually. The Fourth Way, which I need to fucking get through because it's on the Kindle, and I am reading David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, which is really good. Really good. Recommend it. It just came out on audio. All right. Let me see. What do we got here? Mustavi says, John, best fitness advice to an 18-year-old who's been lifting for 6 months. I got some for you. Take it fucking serious. Your diet seriously. Don't fucking waste 10 years trying to get 6-pack abs and that great physique that you can get if you just take your fucking diet serious. In fact, what I would do, you know what? Just fucking hire a coach actually, you want to get, this is what I would do if I was 18 right now, actually. Okay? And I wasn't running marathon right now, but I would take the fucking hack in life, which is this. Go sign up for a men's physique competition and hire a coach. And just fucking do what they say. Like, find a good coach and just fucking do it. And do it 100%. Then your diet, then everything is going to be like, you're not going to have to figure this. Because I wasted so much fucking time. Like, I was lifting heavy, I was doing lots of work, but because I didn't optimize my diet, because I was just like slacking a little bit and didn't have that discipline and self-control that I have now, I couldn't get, like, it was just a waste of fucking time. Like, how many years you can waste? Just don't waste the years. Like, be fucking strict. Be fucking the best that you can be, and your life is going to be better rather than wasting time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't waste the time. That would be my advice. Let's see. Sirith says, John, how many pages can you read at once? Do you recommend we learn the quick reading techniques before we start reading books? Just listen to audiobooks, honestly. Like, especially when you're driving or if you go running. I listen to audiobooks at 3.5x speed now on Audible. And yeah, I've got some Audible referral link somewhere. It's not probably in this video, but whatever. Like, if you guys click through, if you want to find it, I'm sure you can find my links to books and shit. But yeah, that's it. I mean, as far as like learning to read quick, I don't know. I don't think it's it's worth the investment, honestly. And most of it's bullshit from what I discovered. Just read a lot, right? Like you'll be fine. I don't know. If you guys like, I'd be willing to be proven wrong on this as someone who's actually an expert at speed reading, that they're able to get through stuff a lot faster. But listening to audiobooks at 3.5x speed, to me, that's the skill that I feel is most valuable. So, let's see. Do you Discover Ignite wants to know, do you still do coaching, John? Yes, I do coaching. It's very, very limited. Email me at john@bulldogmindset.com if you want to get the coaching. It is very, very expensive, but I have a few slots. I've got like 2 slots open right now. And when those slots are filled, I don't take on any more coaching clients because I don't like trading dollars for time. There is a review process. Not everyone is accepted into the coaching. Again, even with the high price that I charge for coaching, I still don't like to do it simply because of the hours for dollars. I don't like to trade that. But the people that I let into the coaching, the people that I coach, are people that have the potential where I feel like what I'm doing is going to impact more than just them, where they're going to become successful in life. They're going to reach more people. They're going to help other people develop the Bulldog mindset. They're going to seriously invest and build more than, I feel like those people are going to become successful and become ambassadors for my message and for my brand. That's why I'm willing to invest in them. So if you meet those requirements and you're seriously interested in the coaching, john@bulldogmindset.com. Like I said, when those slots are filled, I'll put you on a waiting list. But all right, what do we got here? All right, I think I'm probably gonna do. I know a way to upvote questions would be great. Unfortunately, that's not the there's no ability to do that on YouTube. The thing that you can do is, like, if you want to do the super chat like Draw Technic did, he donated £5. If you do super chat, then I'll see your question and I'll answer it. That's the only way for me to like really be able to do that. Also, members, if I see a member asking a question, I definitely give you guys preference because I appreciate it. But all right, so maybe one more question, unless there is super chat questions. I'll always answer all those. But anyone got a good one? Andres wants to know, why is his shirt off? Andres, welcome to the party. Why is your shirt on, dude? Like, what the fuck? Are you a man or not? Like, take your fucking shirt off. Andres, take your shirt off. Simple Developer has a question here. Okay, I think this will be the question then. Simple Developer wants to know, John, what would your advice be? What would be your advice on getting over a very attractive woman? Man, I haven't seen you in a while, Simple Developer. Hope you're doing well. This is what I would advise, okay, for getting over a very attractive woman. Am I gonna go Stoic on you? I'm gonna go Marcus Aurelius on you, okay? So there's a thing that Marcus Aurelius said in Meditations, okay? And he said that basically one of the like kind of Stoic things to do, right, to make you understand the reality of life, is to look at things as they really are. And what he talked about, he used 2 examples. One example, he said, like, take the wine, okay? All it is like it's old grapes, right? It's fermented grapes. They're that have fermented, that have aged, have become old, and that wineskin that they're in is just a piece of dead skin from a cow. The meat that you eat is just the flesh of an animal, a cow or whatever it is, right? Like, when you look at that, a woman, it's just a skeleton, right? With some fat shaped in areas. Like, she's got fat here, and she's got fat here, okay? that makes you think that she's attractive all of a sudden, right? Like she's just like a skeleton, flesh and blood and veins and bowels, okay, and and eyeballs and eye sockets, okay. Nothing special, nothing special. Just a biological entity, okay. That's it, okay. That's it. So when you say getting over an attractive woman, you got to realize that it's just like what is the actual reality? A bag of flesh. She is a bag of flesh. You and I are bags of flesh. I'm not insulting this random attractive woman, but when you understand that, okay, you won't be intimidated by attractive women anymore because they're just fucking bag of flesh, just like you're a bag of flesh. Just because they happen to have lumps of fat in the right places doesn't, how does that make them any fucking better? Really? Like you have to, the key here is this, right? So like for me, right? I'll tell you, right? When I walk into a room and sometimes guys are like, oh, check out that chick, she's so fucking hot or whatever. I literally think, I like, what is she like? How, what kind of credit am I going to give her for having a couple of lumps of fat in the right? I mean, granted, she didn't get fat. Maybe she went to the gym and worked out a little bit. But you know what? Like, I fucking run a fucking marathon. I'm fucking like build businesses, and I'm a fucking millionaire. Like, this doesn't impress me. This doesn't fucking impress me. Yeah, it's physically attractive. Doesn't fucking impress me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Again, it's not like to like inflate my ego or to brag and shit like that. Like when I look at my list of accomplishments and I look at some girl's accomplishment for being quote attractive, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like seriously, like you can't even come near me. Like what the fuck? Like you see what I'm saying? Like again, this is the mindset to have. Okay? It's important. If you have this mindset, again, it doesn't mean that you treat people like shit. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you meet me in person, you guys, like, I will probably be the most friendly person and welcoming person, regardless of your sex, age, gender, whatever, sexual orientation, it doesn't fucking matter. I treat everyone as if they are my brother, okay? But everyone, okay? But I'm not saying to be an asshole to people. What I'm saying is that you have to realize the reality of the situation. That's the reality of the situation. So improve yourself to the point where you realize that you're more valuable than having lumps of fat in the proper places. Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if you view yourself so low, right? If your accomplishments in life and your abilities and your hard work and your discipline, your fucking bulldog mindset is such at a low scale that someone who has a couple of lumps of fat in the correct place, who is just a bag of flesh, is so much better than you that you have to worship them, right? Then you need to fucking work on yourself a lot. Because that's some pretty fucked up shit. So that's number one. Number two is this. Is learn how to have abundance. How to have the abundance mindset. People throw this phrase around. They don't know what the fuck it means. It means this. It means you can get a lot. Okay? When you have the ability... Most of the guys that are caught up on one girl... This used to be me, by the way. Okay? When I was younger. Most of you guys that are having this problem... It's because you don't have access. When you have access... When you have figured out how to attract women... And you're not afraid of them... And you can talk to them... And you know that you can get girls anytime that you want... You can just fucking go out your door... And go somewhere... And you can find girls... It's not a problem. Like the chances of you, like your scale, like your sort of requirements for quote the one or this girl that you're gonna fawn over and think that is so good, it becomes so fucking high, right? Like you're not gonna be having a problem of putting girls on a pedestal. You're not gonna have a problem of worshiping one girl because she's so attractive or the girl of your. It's not gonna happen. When you have optionality, okay, your mindset, your perspective changes. So if you're having a problem with being hung up on one girl, hung up on one thing, whatever it is, right? I mean, this applies more than just to this context. develop within yourself optionality, the ability to get more. That's abundance. That's what the abundance mindset. People misunderstand this shit. They say, oh, have the abundance mindset. Don't have the scarcity mindset. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. In order to have the abundance mindset, you have to have abundance. You have to have ability to get a lot of things, right? I can tell you to have the whole abundance mindset and money on money, but if you don't have the fucking skills or the work ethic or the ability to create wealth, you're not going to have the fucking abundance mindset. But if you develop those skills and abilities, you can have the abundance mindset. If you develop those skills and abilities with women, which all of you guys can, believe me, I've coached some pretty nasty dudes, okay, that have figured this shit out, then you can have that abundance mindset. You're not going to get caught up on this one girl just because she's got fat in the right place. She's just a bag of flesh. You're just a bag of flesh. This is a reality. All right, guys. This will be it for me. I'm going to check real quick here just to make sure I haven't missed any of the super chats. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you have some questions that I haven't answered, check out the YouTube channel search feature first of all. I didn't expect this to be like an hour and a half, but hey, what the fuck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, put a thumbs up in the chat. I would appreciate it if you like this, share the video and whatnot. And if you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button down below. Like I said, if you want to join and become a member, always appreciate that. If you don't, not a big deal. I'm going to keep on making free videos all the time because that's what I do. And like I said, check out the quiz. If you haven't taken the quiz, check out the book on how to stop being lazy. If you haven't already, I would recommend the audio version. And thanks you guys for joining me. I'm going to try to do these more often on Saturdays if I can. We'll see. Eventually I'll have a live stream schedule, but I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later.